In this video, I'll showcase the bonus-only strategy at Crazy Time, a technique that maximizes exposure to the game's juicy bonuses. During the session, I encountered what I believe is one of the best multipliers I've ever seen in this game, over 1500 times, and in total, I bagged €200 in this playthrough of under 10 minutes, so be sure to watch until the end so you don't miss out on this gem. Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, the ultimate destination for quality casino content. Here you can find the latest info and strategies for roulette, blackjack, poker, slots, and more. If you want to stay ahead of the game and be best equipped to try and beat the casinos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. In the link in the description of this video, you can also find a link to our Telegram channel, where we share extra content that never makes it to YouTube. And you can also find a list of safe licensed casinos we recommend, with free money bonuses that they offer. Alright folks, in a previous video, we've delved into how the partial coverage strategy is arguably the most balanced approach to winning at Crazy Time, exposing you to both the bonuses and select numbers. But what if you just tried to maximize your luck, exposing yourself just to bonuses? Well, there is a strategy for that, which we'll use today. The bonus-only strategy. As the name suggests, this method hones in on bonuses, maximizing potential wins when they hit, without any exposure to the numbers. But how could this be implemented, given that numbers make up the bulk of our beloved wheel? Let's dive in together and see if this approach truly holds up or not. As I'm currently in Europe, I will play in a European casino with euros, but obviously, this method can be played with any currency. Dollars, pounds, euros, or anything else. Just make sure you're in a safe casino that is legal in your country. In fact, as usual, I must quickly warn you about playing in unlicensed online casinos, which can lead to legal and financial problems. Engaging in such casinos can be illegal in some places and may expose you to scams, rigged games, and loss of money. These casinos often operate from tax havens and can vanish, leaving you with no way to retrieve your funds. We strongly suggest that you only play in certified online casinos, licensed by reputable agencies. You'll find a list of safe and verified casinos in your country in the video description below, many of which offer free bonuses to new players. For a secure gaming experience, stick to these trustworthy brands. For our American friends out there, each US state has different regulations regarding what online casinos are legal and what are not, and some states only accept social casinos. For your peace of mind, in the link in the description, you can find what online casinos are legal in your state. Alright folks, let's get started. Here we are at our beloved Crazy Time. As you might have already guessed, the betting strategy for this approach is quite obvious and simple. Place the same bet on each bonus, using this quick select button right here that lets you pick them all at once. I particularly wager €2 on each bonus, having a balance of €100. For those of you unfamiliar with the rules of this game, let me break it down super briefly. The wheel spins, there are various numbers and bonuses, and if the number or bonus we bet on comes up, we win. If a number shows, we earn a specific multiplier, but if a bonus comes up, we dive into a crazy game that can dish out insane multipliers, sometimes even hundreds of times our initial bet, though each time it's different. Meanwhile, a 1 shows up, so we're down €8. Of course, most times with this strategy, we'll end up losing, but we'll lose €8 per spin, or at least I do with my bet structure. Betting solely on bonuses gives us roughly a 17% winning chance right off the bat, since bonuses are rare while numbers are frequent. 83% of the time, or 8 out of 10 spins, it'll go down like this. You must be joking, you might think. Why even pursue this strategy if we're winning less than 2 times out of 10? It's a valid question. Speaking of which, another number pops up, and we're down another €8. But the reality is more promising than it seems. This would be a terrible method if the bonus multipliers were fixed, say at 5 times or 10 times, and we knew we couldn't get any higher. In that scenario, the strategy wouldn't make sense. But that's not the case. We're banking on bonuses in a game famous for dishing out absurd multipliers during certain bonus plays. So we're essentially giving ourselves the chance to score multipliers that can far outweigh the losses we accrue in 80% of our spins. And there you have it folks, our first bonus is up, and it's Pachinko, which just got a 15 times boost. This means whatever multiplier we land on will be multiplied by an additional 15 times. Amazing. This is shaping up to be a great round. Even the host is super excited. I have a feeling something wild's about to happen. Oh, come on guys. No way. This can't be happening. Look at those bonuses up for grabs. 1500 times. 1500 times, folks. I'm genuinely shocked. I've never seen this before, I swear. I mean, if we hit it with our €2 bet, we'd pocket €3,000 in one go. I can't believe it. Judging by the movement of the puck, we might not hit it, but still, the other multipliers are pretty high too. And we landed on 105 times. Well, not the 1500 times sadly, but this still nets us a cool €210 in a single round. Jackpot. Alright, so now my balance stands at €288. Just moments ago, I was under 100. If the puck had landed elsewhere, I could have been looking at €3,000, and if someone had bet €100 instead of 2, they'd be walking away with €150,000. I'm speechless, folks. Alright, let's continue with our usual bonus-only bet. So, this round clearly illustrated the theory behind what I've been trying to tell you. A win like that, well, let's set aside the potential €3,000, which was insane, but even the 210 I just bagged compensates for quite a few €8 losses on numbers. So, yes, statistically, we'll win less than 2 out of 10 times, but what can happen in those 2 out of 10 rounds could be very rewarding, more than making up for our losses. The advantage of this strategy over the partial coverage one I often use is that these €8 are all on bonuses, whereas with the partial coverage, we also have money on numbers. Hence, when the bonuses come in, we win less, proportionally. So, you can adapt your stakes based on how many spins without a bonus you're willing to risk. Understand that the lower or higher the stake is, the less or more you might potentially win when bonuses land. This crazy time I'm currently playing has a minimum bet of 10 cents and a maximum of €1,000, which is pretty normal in every game around the world. Like in the US, it should be from 10 cents to $1,000, so everyone can make their own calculations. I could have easily placed 10 cents on each bonus, amounting to 40 cents total. With a €100 balance, this means I could have braced for 250 spins without a bonus. But this time, I would have pocketed €10 instead of 210. In essence, everyone needs to make their own math. But it's paramount to remember that your stop loss, the balance you're playing with, should always be no more than what you can afford to lose. The worst thing you can do is gamble with money you can't afford to part with. Please always be cautious. Another tactic you can adopt is the waiting game. Down here on the bottom right, you can see the game's history. As you can see, between the big bonus I landed a while ago and the one before it, there were 11 numbers. A cool strategy is not to stake right after a freshly dropped bonus. Instead, hang back and wait for maybe 5 or 6 spins without a bonus. Then, you start diving in, riding on the theory that the longer the wheel hasn't dished out a bonus, the likelier it's about to. However, this isn't a guarantee, and I must emphasize that this game is inherently random. And as I speak, another bonus has rolled out. Pachinko again, guys. Wow, today's the day of Pachinko. This one will likely be a smaller win since we didn't get a pre-multiplier. And, just my theory, there have been fewer numbers between bonuses, so I don't anticipate a massive haul. But perhaps I'll be proven wrong. True to my hunch, the multipliers are on the leaner side. But still, not too shabby at all. Come on guys, given that I've already secured a neat sum, it's best not to be too greedy. What's the lady doing? The game isn't working. Alright, off we go. And we land on the 20 times. Boom, guys. So we pocket another cool €40. Now, my balance stands at €290. Essentially, I've won almost €200 in less than 10 minutes. Not too shabby, right? Okay, I think we should call it a day here. Fortune has smiled upon us today, and it's best not to overstay our welcome. Let's recap this strategy. As we've seen, the gist is that if the right multipliers come in, you get some attractive wins. This strategy offers the most exposure to bonuses, maximizing potential profits. The advantage isn't just because we're not betting on numbers and then having to recoup with bonuses, but by not placing bets on numbers at all, the entire balance can be allocated to bonuses. This allows us to stake more on each bonus without increasing the overall bet, hence profiting more from bonuses. However, the system's risks are that we're at the mercy of luck, more so than with the partial coverage method. If bonuses don't show up for a long stretch, we're in trouble. And if lame bonuses pop up after a series of mere numbers, we're equally sunk. So view this as a high-risk, high-reward bet. To try and up the odds, as I mentioned earlier, work on bankroll management. Determine how many bets your balance can support and ensure it's ample. Another point I touched upon that I find quite intriguing is the strategy of deploying the bonus only after perhaps 5 or 6 consecutive numbers without a bonus. Then, position yourself to potentially snag a juicy bonus. Does it work like a charm every time? Obviously not, but does it often? Well, if you're interested in a dedicated video on this strategy, or another intriguing variant that starts with partial coverage and switches to bonus only when theoretically the bonus odds are higher, drop a comment saying, "I want a video on the mixed strategy at crazy time." If there's enough interest, I'll make a dedicated video where we rigorously test it out. Alright guys, what do you think of this strategy? Let me know in the comments below. I also remind you that in the link in the description, you can find a list of safe and certified online casinos in your country and in each US state. I recommend using certified casinos if you want peace of mind and to avoid scams, rigged games, or even playing in illegal casinos in your country and having trouble with the law. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon, ninjas.